Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold meeting with parliamentary floor leaders of different parties this morning through video conference. The meeting focuses on the future course of action in the wake of COVID-19 situation. Home Minister Amit Shah directs authorities to take strict measures to prevent hoarding and black marketing of essential commodities and to ensure their smooth supply. Government says there is sufficient stock of food grains in the country. Indian Railways and Civil Aviation departments step up efforts to ensure adequate supply of food, medicine and essential commodities. FCI moves 20 lakh metric tons of food grains to ensure smooth public distribution system during lockdown period. Union Health Ministry does a comprehensive review of the containment strategy for COVID-19, issues guidelines for future approach. ICMR also issues guidelines for sample collection sites. 508 new corona positive cases reported in the past 24 hours in the country, bringing the number of active positive cases to 4,312. Death toll stands at 124. Maharashtra with 48 deaths and more than 1,000 positive cases continues to be the worrying hotspot. In international news, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson continues to be in the ICU for the second day. His condition is reported to be stable. New York registers new single-day high in COVID-19 deaths with 731 fatalities. China lives 76-day-long lockdown from Wuhan. Good morning. Welcome to English News. And now for the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called a meeting of various party leaders of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha today to discuss the situation arising out of COVID-19. Prime Minister will hold a meeting with these leaders at 11 a.m. this morning. Keeping in mind the norms for social distancing and travel restrictions, the much coveted meeting will be conducted through a video conference. This is the first meeting of Prime Minister Modi with political parties on the outbreak of the deadly virus. Floor leaders of the parties, which have more than 5 members in parliament, will participate in the video conferencing meeting. Well, for more on the story, Shailendra Mishra, our correspondent, joining us. Shailendra, the first meeting with various leaders from the opposition there. What could be the strategy? What could be the things that could be spoken about today? What could be the suggestions that the opposition leaders could be offering to the prime ministers when they meet through video conferencing?
अनिल, निश्चित तौर पर बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है जब प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी दरअसल जो फ्लोर लीडर्स हैं लोकसभा और राज्यसभा के विभिन्न दलों के नेताओं के विपक्षी दलों के नेताओं के साथ संवाद करेंगे वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के जरिए। हम जानते हैं कि सोनिया गांधी सहित कुछ राजनीतिक दलों के अध्यक्षों के साथ प्रधानमंत्री पहले ही बात कर चुके हैं और साथ ही साथ दरअसल अलग अलग वर्गों से वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के जरिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जो कोविड की समस्या है उसमें क्या कुछ कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं और सुझाव को भी साझा कर रहे हैं। और बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है जब आज तमाम विपक्षी दल के नेता और सदन के जो नेता हैं विभिन्न दलों के वो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ संवाद करेंगे, अपने सुझाव रख सकते हैं। हम जानते हैं कि तमाम दलों की तरफ से सुझाव भी आया है। इससे पहले प्रधानमंत्री ने जब सभी मुख्यमंत्रियों के साथ बातचीत की थी और किस तरह से इस समस्या से निपटा जा सकता है और तमाम जो कदम उठाए गए हैं उस पर विस्तार से चर्चा हुई। तो निश्चित तौर पर आज जो 11 बजे वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के जरिए जो बातचीत होने वाली है उसमें जो विभिन्न पहलू हैं जो अभी तक कदम उठाए गए उसकी एक औपचारिक जानकारी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की तरफ से तमाम विपक्षी दलों के जो लीडर्स हैं उनको दी जा सकती है कि सरकार ने क्या क्या कदम उठाए और आगे किस तरह की कदम उठाए जाने की जरूरत है और तमाम नेताओं की तरफ से भी सुझाव आ सकते हैं। तो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बैठक जानते हैं प्रधानमंत्री वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के जरिए अलग अलग वर्गों से और तमाम ये कह सकते हैं कि समाज से जुड़े अलग अलग वर्गों से बातचीत और संवाद की प्रक्रिया को आगे बढ़ा चुके हैं। और आज इसी कड़ी में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जब संसद के लोकसभा और राज्यसभा के लीडर्स के साथ उनका संवाद होने वाला जी।
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate you joining us with those inputs. We'll come back to you for more information as and when that particular meeting at 11 a.m. takes place. Moving on now. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has directed the authorities to take appropriate steps in coordination with state governments to prevent hoarding and black marketing of commodities during the 21-day lockdown in the country to contain the spread of COVID-19. The directives were issued after a detailed review of essential commodities and implementation of the lockdown by the Home Minister Amit Shah.
लॉकडाउन मेजर्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए सबका सहयोग आवश्यक है। आने वाले सप्ताह में कई त्योहार हैं। इस संदर्भ में कई कम्युनिटी लीडर्स भी आगे आए हैं। उन्होंने कम्युनिटीज़ को आग्रह किया है और कर रहे हैं कि वे लॉकडाउन के स्ट्रिक्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में सरकार का सहयोग दें। गृह मंत्री जी ने एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज़ और लॉकडाउन मेजर्स के स्टेटस का डिटेल्ड रिव्यू किया। उन्होंने निर्देश दिया है कि उपयुक्त कदम उठाए जाएं और राज्य सरकारों के साथ मिलकर सुनिश्चित किया जाए कि कहीं भी होर्डिंग और ब्लैक मार्केटिंग ना हो। ऐसा करने वालों के विरुद्ध सख्ती से और त्वरित गति से कार्रवाई हो।
Indian Railways and Civil Aviation Department have stepped up efforts to ensure adequate supply of food, medicine and essential commodities throughout the country. The aircraft flying under the Lifeline Udan of Civil Aviation Ministry has transported 200 tons of cargo. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said on Tuesday that 152 flights have transported 200 tons of medical supplies to different parts of the country under the centre's Lifeline Udan initiative between March 26th and April 6th this month. These flights were operated to transport essential medical cargo to remote parts of the country to support India's war against COVID-19. Railways, meanwhile, have also loaded 8,897 rakes and 4,57,000 wagons loaded with essential items till Monday. Food Corporation of India, that's FCI, has sent enough stocks to states throughout the country to implement PM's Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana or PMGKAY, wherein 5 kilograms of food grains per person per month for the next 3 months has to be distributed to all under the National Food Security Act beneficiaries. Many states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana, Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana, Kerala, Mizoram have already started lifting food grains from the Food Corporation of India under the scheme. In course of the next few days, other states will also start lifting the food grains for distribution under PMGKAY. Since 24th of March, Food Corporation of India has moved an average of 1,44,000 metric ton food grains per day as against the pre-lockdown daily average of about 0.8 lakh metric tons. A total of 658 rakes carrying about 18,42,000 metric ton food grains have been transported across the country as of April 6th. Another 63 rakes to carry approximately 1,76,000 metric ton food grains are being done today. Moving on, Indian Air Force continues to support against the fight against novel coronavirus, wherein medical supplies are being transported to equip the state governments and supporting agencies to combat the contagion effectively and efficiently. During the last few days, Indian Air Force airlifted essential medical supplies and commodities from nodal points to Manipur, Nagaland and Gangtok in northeastern regions and the Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. In addition, an aircraft on the 6th of April airlifted personnel and 3,500 kilograms of medical equipment of ICMR from Chennai to Bhubaneswar for setting up of testing labs and facilities in the state of Odisha. Implementation by states and districts of cluster containment and outbreak amenable to management strategy, action plans, classification of hospitals for management of COVID-19 patients and the impact of lockdown and social distancing were key takeaways of the press conference addressed by the Union Health Ministry and Home Ministry on Tuesday. The Health Ministry outlined the districts where cluster containment strategies are showing results. The Health Ministry explained the impact of control rooms and the use of technology under the smart city concept for surveillance of quarantine facilities, tracking health of suspected patients and their contacts, real-time tracking of ambulances and training of doctors, among others. The government said that it is closely monitoring the movement of pharmaceuticals, and the movement has been stabilized with the help of trucks and the decision to lift export restrictions on 14 drugs. The Health Ministry clarified that it is working in close coordination with the Ministry of Pharmaceuticals regarding the national requirement of hydroxychloroquine. It assured that the required quantities of the drug is available in India. The Indian Council of Medical Research has issued guidelines for sample collection sites for conducting medical tests for coronavirus infection. The decision was taken after several state governments suggested establishing of sample collection sites in various parts of cities. This could speed up the process of testing and detection of COVID-19 patients in the country. Meanwhile, 508 new coronavirus positive cases were reported in the last 24 hours in the country, bringing the number of active positive cases to 4,312. 124 people have lost their lives due to COVID-19, while Maharashtra, with 48 deaths and more than 1,000 positive cases, continues to be the worrying hotspot. 352 people have been cured and discharged from hospital. Vishal Baristo, our correspondent, joining us from Rajasthan and the city of Jaipur this morning. Vishal, coming to you first. Vishal, Bhilwara model is known to everyone. Which are the other hotspots in Rajasthan at this point of time? And is there an increase in the number of positive cases when it comes to the state of Rajasthan?
Well, a very good morning to you, Anil. Yes, Rajasthan is needs a lot to worry because with 343 positive cases in the last 24 hours, the cases have gone up, and now the total is 343. With that, Rajasthan comes up on the 5th position as far as the countrywide position is concerned. There have been 6 deaths registered in the state, and Jaipur with 106 is on the 7th position. Let me tell you that 98 come from the walled city and the area is Ramgarh. That's quite a worry. Let me tell you that Anil, it's very unfortunate because only few months back the walled city of Jaipur was recognized as the heritage city by the UNESCO, and now that is all locked. Now this is a very worrying sign. Not only that it is locked, but also the virus continues to spread, and now the government is contemplating on the extension of the lockdown. And also, government has decided to go for 2,000 rapid sampling in Ramgarh area alone. If we look at the Marcus figure and the Ramgarh figure, that has added to the total of Rajasthan, which was doing very well after the ruthless containment in Bhilwara, which has become a model across the country. But now Ramgarh is a different thing, different case, because social distancing is a big challenge here, because it is a very congested place, very unhygienic, and people are being asked to stay inside, but it is very much crowded. Each house on an average has 10 residents at least. So the government is trying very hard. Drones have been deployed on the walled city, especially on the Ramgarh area, to keep people inside and to always have a hawk eye on the situation there if people are violating the lockdown norms. So all these things are being taken care of. But then Rajasthan is definitely a worrying sign as far as country is concerned.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate you joining us this morning with those updates there from Rajasthan. Well, moving on now to Mumbai, and Shama Mishra, correspondent, joining us from Mumbai with more updates on COVID-19 and how the state, that's now the epicenter of this particular COVID-19 cases in India, how the case is coping, how the state is coping up, and how the state government is fighting COVID-19. Well, Shama joining us this morning. Shama, good morning. Shama, coming to you. Shama, considering that there has been an increase in the number of positive cases that have been tracked in the last 24 hours, how is the state government grappling with the number of cases increasing and also the number of deaths? And tell us more about the city of Mumbai in particular, which seems to be having numbers spiraling pretty fast.
Well, in Maharashtra, this Maharashtra state is the first state to cross the 1,000 mark of positive COVID cases. and yesterday the number registered till night is 1,018. So alone in Mumbai, new cases registered are 116, Pune with 18. So these two places, Mumbai and Pune, are the hotspots where the number of cases doubling every day and the numbers are going high. So keeping this in mind, the measures taken by the state government and central government is on purpose. And we saw yesterday that Maharashtra cabinet, state cabinet, held a meeting yesterday of all the ministers. This is the first meeting that was held through video conferencing, and Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has said that among other decisions, he has also directed the state that the Shiv Bhojan, that the thali which has been offered to poor at 10 rupees cost was already declared at rupees 5 amid the lockdown. But now this particular rate would be continuing till 3 months now, and also people of people of orange ration card holders will also be provided the grains at a concessional rate. You also asked about how the state is grappling with the numbers. We also saw that the containment area action plan of the particular spread. If we are finding that from one particular area there are 2 cases or 3 cases, the entire area is sealed, it's locked down, and no one is allowed to come out. And these particular areas are sanitized, disinfected with all the chemicals, with all the sanitizers and everything. Also, a cluster containment action plan. Surveys are being done, door-to-door surveys. And then people are asked whether what symptoms are they having, whether symptoms are having or not, and did they come into any contact. So these are the measures that the state government is taking, and also time and again the state government, the health ministry is asking people to stay indoors and not come out unless very necessary.
Okay. Shama, quick word on Dharavi, considering that it has got a little over 1 million people staying there, and you've already heard about 2 positive cases coming from the place of Dharavi in Mumbai. How difficult is it for, the state administration to combat that kind of a situation?
Well, it is difficult because this particular area, as you already mentioned, there are a number of people staying there, and this is a very in a very small patch. There are a numbers of huts. So in one particular room, these houses are also very small, and in one house there are at least 7 to 8 people staying inside. These people, the entire population of Dharavi, most of them are using community toilets, and that poses a major risk for the containment. We also saw that more than 2 cases have already been found in this particular area, and this area where the cases were found, that area is particularly sealed and locked, and more surveys are being done, and people are being made aware that while using community toilets or while going out, what necessary precautions have to be done. But yes, the containment, the spread of the disease is difficult over here because everyone does not have their own personal toilet. Everyone does not maintain social distancing, and that is why it poses a major risk for the containment, for the spread to go on to other people very easily.
Okay, Shama, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate you joining us. You take good care of yourself. We'll come back to you for more updates on that particular story from the state of Maharashtra. Moving now to down south to Chennai, where Philip Matthew joins us from the state of Tamil Nadu. Philip, good morning. Coming to you, Philip. Purely in terms of lockdown and the way the state has approached COVID-19, there seems to be a total clampdown when it comes to that particular state of Tamil Nadu. Do you feel the state government has been successful in combating COVID-19?
Well, Anil, you have to understand that Tamil Nadu's case is rather peculiar because, you have well over 80 to 90% of the cases can be traced to a single source. In other words, the conference in New Delhi, where around 1,500 delegates from Tamil Nadu attended. Once you take that out of the equation, then of course Tamil Nadu would figure pretty low on the scale of those infected. So this is the problem as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. So they've been aggressively trying to track down all those who attended the conference and their contacts, and have quarantined many of them. Most of the cases, in fact, even yesterday we had as many as 69 cases reported, out of which 63 were from among those who had attended the conference. It just goes to show the scale of the challenge that Tamil Nadu faces. It's not so much community transmission as transmission among those who had travelled to the conference. So that is what the state government is focused right now on. In fact, the state government will be getting around 1 lakh rapid test kits today. And the plan, as the state health secretary has stated, is to draw up a micro-level plan, especially in the worst affected areas, with the help of microbiologists, and then to do GIS mapping right down to the house and street level, and test people in these worst affected areas, so that the disease can be contained to these pockets, rather than spreading out into the larger area beyond. So this is what the state government is doing. Of course, we already have plans for a 5-kilometer radius containment zone and a 3-kilometer buffer zone already in place. But apart from that, rapid testing is now the way forward, and the state government has clearly indicated that it will be doing so in the worst affected areas in the coming days.
Okay, we'll leave it there, Philip. Thank you and appreciate you joining us with those updates there from the state of Tamil Nadu. Remember, Tamil Nadu at the end of March had just 67 cases at the end of March. And as we speak, on April 7th, Tamil Nadu has close to 690 cases of COVID-19. Well, thank you and appreciate you joining us, Philip, there. Well, moving on, amid rising scare about COVID-19, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has released a video on how to use a homemade protective cover for the face and mouth to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Well, on that positive note, it's time for me to say goodbye. But remember to stay home, stay safe, talk to your loved ones over the phone, and stay positive. Bye-bye.